good morning, and welcome back to Morning Coffee with Miko and April.
Hi there.
I'm April.
Yeah. I'm Miko.
Okay, all right.
So, can you believe the year is almost over? It kind of went slow for a minute, and then it just speeded up this last, I would say, quarter or so, wouldn't you?
It's going by so fast for me. So, yeah, I mean, I can't believe we're like less than a month away from 2022.
Yep.
But it's been a great year. Real estate's been crazy. It's been busy, and just, I think we've had kind of like a historic market.
Well, and I think that what you realize when you're in real estate too, there's always changes, and we just have to roll with them.
Yeah. Speaking of the change, we have a new contract coming out in a couple, like 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks.
A brand new contract, and yeah. So just, rolling with the changes, and I think that, we need to embrace change and look for the benefits of change. So anyway.
Well, with that being said, one of our favorite people that we like to listen to is Joe Dispenza. And April and I just recently listened to one of his YouTube videos, and all of them are just absolutely amazing. And
really good.
But this particular one touched us both.
He discussed how gratitude can actually affect you chemically, physiologically. It can affect your heart rate and your brain functions. And they did a study, and they took like a group of people, and they expressed some negative emotions from one another, and then they stopped that. And then they said, okay, we're going to practice gratitude, stay in gratitude for 10 or 15 minutes. And they did that a couple times a day, and they did it for 4 days.
Yep.
And they found that the body produced 50% more IgA, and that's a natural, your body's natural antiviral, antibacterial
it's for your immune system
defenses,
Yep.
Which I thought was, I think that's just amazing to me. So, and I'm a true believer of that.
And when you take the time and you practice gratitude, then your heart and your brain go into a rhythmic pattern of. Sorry, I just lost my whole thought there.
And it also, and then the continuation. What it will do, it will help your body regenerate.
Yep.
And then he said an example of this veteran that had foot pain, and he was planning to get his foot amputated, and he did this meditation work with Joe, and he came out of it without pain. He's walking around, and that's, it's a good. Yeah,
so honestly, if you ever listen to Joe Dispenza's YouTubes, he has story after story after story of people healing themselves. And the one I listened to this morning was the lady had lost her sight in half of her eye, and she just knew she had to do something different with her life. But she came to one of his events, and she had a laying down meditation, and her sight came back. He has just every single story about how your brain and your body can heal itself.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
I am a true believer in
that.
Yep,
me too.
Yes, so anyhow, thanks for listening to us for this past year. We came across some really 5 simple, very, easy steps for you sellers if you're thinking of selling, to pay attention to, which would make your house more marketable and maybe even get you higher than top dollar.
So the first one was paint. Yeah. So and I believe that what they're talking about is neutral colors as well. Nothing wild blues and greens. Just keep it very neutral.
Very neutral.
And then updating the counters and appliances in the kitchen.
Yeah. And then brighten the kitchen. If you can't do some of these, that's okay. But if you could brighten up the kitchen a little bit, maybe even paint the cabinets, or open up the windows. Just maybe the walls. Paint them a little bit lighter tone so that it's just bright and cheerful.
And then professionally clean the bathrooms so that they're sparkling clean.
Yeah, and then one last thing is, when you go into a house and it has all the same flooring, or at least
Yes.
pretty much, throughout like the living area.
Consistent.
Consistent flooring is also a nice tip for you sellers out there to think about.
Yep.
The market's been pretty crazy, and we're still experiencing a major shortage of homes on the market. I don't know. I've seen a couple come up in the last couple of days, but those, you get excited and you're like, okay, that's it then.
Well, and it still, I think, is neighborhood generated, depending on the house, the condition, the neighborhood. That's
Right.
going to make difference too.
Yeah, on how much buyer activity
Yep.
that you get, because if you have kind of a high-priced home that needs a lot of work, it's going to
hard.
sit. It's
Yep.
actually going to sit maybe for a couple of weeks,
Yep.
and so, but a house that's fully updated and in a desirable neighborhood that's priced right, that's going to have multiple offers on it, and it will end up selling for
Right.
more than probably what it's listed for. So
Yep, I agree.
That's what we're looking at, and so hopefully in the new year we'll see a little bit more inventory come up. I think we will, and so buyers, hang in there. Interest rates are still they're pretty good. They did
I lost it.
come up a little bit. Would you lost your
It
ear?
dropped.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah. Anyway, so we just recently had Lori Tamora on. She's with Urban Planning Concepts, and she was talking about how each county in California has a mandated amount of homes that need to be built. And I don't believe it was just for sale. It's more so for rent, just housing in
Units.
general.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And for Santa Barbara County,
24,000
Yeah.
over the next 8 years. They need to come up with 24,000 new housing units in Santa Barbara County.
Yep.
And I know that I believe 14. Wait.
It was 14,000 here.
for Santa Maria, and so they have some things to think about and plan. But I mean, it just
Yep.
goes to show that we need housing.
Yes.
So anyhow,
Well, on to the stats for November. So there were 9 actives.
yeah. So very few actives.
That doesn't even sound real.
Yeah, I
9
know.
actives.
It just is kind of for single family in Santa Maria and Orcutt. Okay,
But still, 9.
9, yeah, pretty low. 75 pending, that's quite a bit.
And then 55 closed properties
Yep.
where the buyer actually gets the keys and it's their home.
Yep.
So the stats are still really different than they have been in past years, but
Yeah.
we're here for you. If
Yeah.
you need some advice, however we can help you.
Yeah, so hang in there. Yeah, give us a call. And before we end, I would like to say happy birthday!
Thank you! Thank you.
So what are we doing for your birthday?
Well, it looks like we're going to go down to Solvang.
Okay, have a little lunch and
Yes,
and,
that'll be
and walk
fun.
around at
Yes.
Solvang. So
Me too. I haven't been there in a while.
yeah, well,
So that'll be fun.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right. Well, if you have any questions about the market or thinking of buying or selling and you would like our help, I can be reached at 805-878-5056.
And I'm at 805-714-8124. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, we'll see you next year.
Bye.